Have you ever noticed that some lumber in the store is more expensive than the other? Well, one of the determining factors of that is it's pre-finished. Is it serviced on 4 sides, or is it straight off the sawmill and rough cut? If you're doing a big project and you're doing a lot of them, it makes sense to buy the rough cut lumber and mill it down yourself. So let me show you on the sandpaper side, the art of making things smooth. There's a lot of different sandpapers out there. So let's walk through a couple of different types and show you the pros and cons. The first thing I'm gonna start out with is sheets of sandpaper. And they come in all different grits, just like every other type of sandpaper, but they come in a pack. And once you have it, you can use just your fingers to sand something, but the friction will get hot on your fingertips. The next thing you can do is just get a simple block of wood. This is a piece of trim. Lay it on top, fold over the corners, hold it down, and now you have a sanding block. If you want to invest a little bit more money, you can get an actual sanding block from the manufacturer where you just load it in one end, crimp it down, and then you would fold it over to the other side, stick it in, and crimp it down. Next up would be sanding blocks. And there's a ton of different styles, whether it's a square or rectangle, or you can have some that are angled to get into tighter spots. Again, these all come in different grits, just like your regular sandpaper. Some of your more common are discs for a random orbital sander. And the less expensive ones have a couple of holes in them, and they're supposed to be universal, and they line up with your sander for dust collection. Again, these come in a very wide range of grits. Something that I've used more and more and more of as I care more about the dust collection, as I'm getting older and care about dust collection. But honestly, it's not only for your health, it's for the product itself. The more material that you remove, you need to get that dust out so that you can come through and remove some more. But I am a super fan of these mesh style sandpapers. Now, I believe that they do not last as long. I haven't done any side-by-side comparisons, but I do notice that these get torn up pretty easily, but you can also buy them in a massive pack. Now, say you want to do something a little more fine detailing. You have your different manufacturers, but this one here is Scotch-Brite, but it's by 3M. This is a very fine abrasive. And then if you're going to go super fine, you have steel wool. And there's different grades of steel wool. This one is considered 4/0. There's 4 O's. But as you can see here, you can go from super coarse, number 3, to 2, to 1, to 0, or 0, 2/0, 3/0, 4/0, which is the finest. And depending on, these usually come into play when you're staining or using polyacrylic or some sort of finishing. I know that went quick. That was just a rough overview, pun intended. If you have any questions, please drop a comment below and I'd love to answer them for you. Now that you have learned all about hand sanding and you want to speed up your game, let's check out some power sanders next in this video.